All right, ready to dive deep. Today we're all about unlocking serious productivity and success.
Yeah, sign me up.
We're taking on The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
Ooh, good one.
And let me tell you, this is not your grandma's self-help book.
Definitely not your typical one, no. It's more like, a self-help thriller.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
So picture this, right? You got an entrepreneur about to burn out,
I've been there.
a super talented artist, but she's lost her spark.
Happens to the best of us.
And then there's this mysterious dude, they call him the Spellbinder.
Sounds intense already.
They all end up at this seminar
Okay, I'm following.
where the Spellbinder is preaching about reaching your full potential. But get this, he's all about the power of a killer morning routine.
Interesting. All right.
Sounds pretty standard self-help so far, right?
Yeah, kind of. But I'm guessing there's a twist.
Oh, there's a twist, all right. Mid-seminar, the Spellbinder just collapses.
No way.
Yeah, seriously. This wise, older mentor dude is talking about how a world-class morning routine can change your life.
Yeah.
And bam, he's down. Total chaos, everyone's freaking out.
Wow.
And our entrepreneur and artists are just standing there like, what just happened?
Okay, so what next?
And then out of nowhere, a homeless man approaches them.
Okay, that's a little random.
But this is no ordinary homeless guy. He's dropping Warren Buffett quotes like it's nothing.
No kid.
Talking about some mentor who sounds like a modern-day Yoda.
Seriously.
He even throws in a Spartan warrior thing, just for fun.
This is getting good.
It's like he sees right through them, knows their struggles, even though he looks, well, homeless.
Interesting.
And he even hints at this super luxurious life.
Yeah.
Mentions properties in Zurich, casual, like...
Wow, that's a curveball.
And then he invites them to meet him at, get this, 4:49 a.m. the next morning.
4:49 a.m. That's specific.
I know, right? Super unconventional. Of course they're skeptical.
Right.
Is this guy the real deal or just totally out there?
Yeah, I'd be wondering the same thing.
But, you know, curiosity wins. They got to see what's up.
So they show up.
They show up. And that's when things get really interesting. A chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce pulls up.
Shut the front door.
And it turns out this homeless man
Don't tell me.
is actually a multi-billionaire named Mr. Riley. And guess what? He credits all his success to the 5 a.m. Club.
Classic Robin Sharma, right?
Totally. Throws you for a loop, sets the stage for this crazy mentorship.
So what happens next? They go jet-setting with Mr. Moneybags.
That's exactly what happens. Off to his luxurious compound in Mauritius. Private jets, beachfront property, you name it.
Living the dream, huh?
But Mr. Riley is quick to point out, it's not just about waking up early. He drops this truth bomb. You'll never rise higher than your personal story.
Ooh, I like that.
It's all about mindset and self-identity. It's like you got to go deeper than surface-level changes. Look at who you believe yourself to be.
That's powerful. So he's not just talking about, like, tips and tricks, but real inner work.
Exactly. It's a whole new way of thinking about success.
I'm intrigued.
He even introduces this 2x3x mindset thing, doubling your income and impact by tripling your investment in, personal mastery and all that good stuff.
So basically, invest in yourself 3 times over.
Yep. And then he starts talking about this mysterious 20-20-20 formula, key part of the 5 a.m. method.
But he doesn't spill all the details just yet.
Nope. Sharma's a master at keeping you hooked.
Little sneak peek, but you gotta keep reading.
And he throws in another concept, one you might have heard before, embracing discomfort.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Mr. Riley is all about pushing past your comfort zone, if you actually want to grow.
No pain, no gain, right?
Exactly. And it even shows in this tattoo he has that says, victims love entertainment. Victors adore education.
Ooh, that's a powerful image. He's serious about this.
Dead serious.
Yeah.
And then he gets all scientific on him. Starts talking about transient hypofrontality.
Whoa, hold on. What is that exactly?
It sounds super complicated, right?
A little bit.
Basically, it means in those quiet, early morning hours, your prefrontal cortex, the logic and decision-making part of your brain.
Yeah, I know that one.
It kind of chills out for a bit.
So it's like a mental break.
Yeah, like hitting the pause button on overthinking.
And that's a good thing.
Apparently, it unlocks crazy creativity and focus, like accessing a whole new level of thinking.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this 5 a.m. thing might actually work.
Right. The world's asleep, your brain's less cluttered, you can tap into something deeper.
So what does he recommend doing during that 5 a.m. hour?
Well, he calls it the time to cultivate your 4 interior empires.
4 interior empires, huh? Sounds grand.
It is. We're talking mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set.
So it's about way more than just getting ahead on your to-do list.
Way more. It's like building a foundation for your entire day, rooted in, like, mental clarity, emotional well-being, physical vitality, and spiritual awareness.
That's a lot to pack into 1 hour.
Right. But he contrasts it with that hustle culture that's so popular these days. He's actually a big believer in sleep.
Really? That's kind of unexpected.
I know, right? We're always hearing about burning the midnight oil, but he's like, yo, rest is an investment, not a luxury.
That's a pretty radical idea, especially these days.
It is, and that's actually a key part of what he calls the habit installation process.
Okay, tell me more about that.
He breaks it down into 3 stages.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, there's the destruction stage. Got to overcome those old bad habits.
Makes sense.
Then there's the installation stage. Things get messy, chaotic. You're pushing through discomfort.
Sounds like the hard part.
It is, but stick with it and you reach the integration stage.
Yeah.
Effortless mastery, baby.
So it's a journey, not a quick fix.
Exactly. And he emphasizes that those first 2 phases, they're tough. But the payoff, that's where the magic happens.
So he's saying don't give up when things get hard.
Yeah, the best things in life, they usually don't come easy.
Words to live by. So we've got this mysterious 20-20-20 formula, the 4 interior empires, and the challenge of embracing discomfort. What else is in store on this 5 a.m. journey?
Well, Mr. Riley's just getting started. He's got a whole bag of tricks, wisdom bombs, and life lessons to share. Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club to find out what happens next.
I can't wait. Welcome back, Deep Divers. We're picking up right where we left off with the 5 a.m. Club. Mr. Riley, our billionaire mentor, just dropped that habit installation process truth bomb. Remember, it's all about pushing through the tough stuff to reach that effortless mastery level.
Yeah, he really emphasized that real change. It doesn't just magically happen, it takes work.
Absolutely. And you know what else he finally revealed? The 20-20-20 formula, the core of the 5 a.m. method.
I've been waiting for this. So what's the deal with this formula? Is it just a fancy time management trick?
It's more than that, for sure. It's about structuring your morning to level up, like, all aspects of yourself, physical, mental, emotional, you name it.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Break it down for us.
So from 5 to 6 a.m., you're dividing that hour into 3 20-minute chunks. First up, from 5 to 5:20, it's all about intense exercise.
Wait, seriously? Starting the day with a full-on workout?
No joke. Think HIIT, running, anything to get your heart pumping and blood flowing.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. He's not messing around.
Nope. He's all about kicking off the day with a burst of energy. But it's not just about physical fitness, right? It's got those ripple effects.
Yeah, I get that. Healthy body, healthy mind, and all that.
Exactly. Exercise helps with mental clarity, boosts mood, strengthens your willpower. It's like prepping your mind and body for peak performance.
Okay, so that's the first 20 minutes. What's next? Time for coffee.
Not quite. From 5.20 to 5.40, it's reflection and meditation time. Journaling, contemplation, whatever helps you connect with your inner wisdom.
Ah, so after getting the body moving, it's all about quieting the mind.
Precisely. Mr. Riley believes that taking time for introspection is crucial for making smart choices, navigating those curveballs life throws at you, staying true to what you believe in.
I like that. Creating space to just be and reflect. Okay, so movement, mindfulness. What about the final 20 minutes?
All right, so from 5:40 to 6 a.m., it's personal growth and learning time. Books, podcasts, anything that expands your knowledge and skills.
Ah, making time for continuous learning. I'm all about that.
Right. In a world that's constantly evolving, you got to stay curious and keep growing. He emphasizes how important that is.
So this 20-20-20 formula, it's like a full-on self-improvement package. Not just productivity, but nurturing every part of yourself.
You got it. Mind, body, and spirit. And this all ties into a bigger idea in the book. Deep refueling cycles.
Deep refueling cycles. That sounds interesting. What's that all about?
So Mr. Riley believes that rest and recovery are just as crucial as hard work for high performance. He even has an equation for it. Pressure x refueling, growth plus endurance.
Ooh, I like that. It's so easy to get caught in that always-on trap. But you can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Exactly. You need to recharge to keep going strong. It's about finding that sustainable balance between work and rest.
I'm digging this seriously. So how does this deep refueling idea connect to everything else?
Well, Mr. Riley says it helps you tap into what he calls the magic of life. Remember how he said heaven on earth is a state of being, not a place?
Right. He's talking about finding joy in the everyday moments, being present, grateful, all that.
Yes. And he shares these billionaire's maxims, these nuggets of wisdom he's picked up. Talks about solitude, self-awareness, surrounding yourself with the right people.
Ooh, tell me more about those maxims. They sound intriguing.
He says proximity is power, and the people you surround yourself with determine the quality of your life.
So true. You become like the people you hang out with the most.
And to really drive home the point, Mr. Riley whisks the entrepreneur and artist off to Rome.
Wow, talk about an immersive learning experience. Why Rome, though?
He uses the city's history to illustrate his points. Imagine standing in the Colosseum, surrounded by the echoes of Roman gladiators. That's where he talks about playing the long game.
Okay, I'm picturing it. Pretty powerful imagery.
Right. He's like, the Romans didn't build their empire overnight. Real success takes discipline and perseverance.
It's like connecting the grand scale of history with your own personal journey.
Exactly. Then they go to the Pantheon, this architectural masterpiece. It's all about attention to detail, mastering the fundamentals, striving for excellence.
Okay, so it's not just about setting big goals, but really honing your craft.
And then up the Spanish Steps with those breathtaking views of the city. That's where he talks about taking time for reflection, appreciating the beauty around you.
Taking a moment to just breathe and be present. Love that.
And then he takes them to the Roman catacombs.
The catacombs, what's that about? Seems a little out of place.
It's a deliberate contrast. He wants to remind them about the fragility of life, that our time is precious.
Whoa, that got deep fast.
Right. But it's not meant to be morbid. It's about living with intention, making the most of every day, cherishing your loved ones.
So it's a call to action, to really live a life that matters.
Exactly. But just when they're feeling all confident in their 5 a.m. knowledge, Mr. Riley throws a curveball. Remember those shady investors who were trying to take over the entrepreneur's company?
Yeah, the ones who threatened her?
Well, they escalate things. They kidnap both the entrepreneur and the artist.
Wait, seriously? That's crazy.
I know, right? Total thriller moment.
Yeah.
They're forced to use everything they've learned to survive.
This is intense. Do they make it out? Does Mr. Riley save the day?
He does, but not before they're pushed to their absolute limits. This ordeal forces them to dig deep, use their courage, and rely on each other.
Wow, talk about a trial by fire. It sounds terrifying, but also kind of empowering.
It is. It's like sometimes you have to face your biggest fears to discover your true strength.
And I bet that experience solidified their bond, both with each other and with Mr. Riley.
Absolutely. It shows that he's not just teaching them, he's with them every step of the way. And that shared experience, that's what sets the stage for the next chapter of their journey and ours.
Back again for the deep dive. It's been quite the journey with the entrepreneur and the artist, learning all about the 5 a.m. Club.
Definitely a wild ride. Last we left off, they were caught up in that intense kidnapping, remember?
Yeah, those investors were brutal. But they made it out, and I can only imagine how much stronger that experience made them.
For sure. It was a trial by fire. And it deepened their bond with Mr. Riley. He really proved he's not just a teacher, but a true mentor, always there for them.
He seems like that type of guy, yeah. So where do they go from there?
Mr. Riley decides to take them to South Africa. Remember he mentioned meeting his late wife there.
Yeah, it sounds like he's ready to share some deeper, more personal stuff.
Exactly. And he picks a powerful location for this next lesson. Robin Island, the prison where Nelson Mandela was held captive.
Wow, that's intense. A place filled with so much history, both the dark side and the triumphs of the human spirit.
Right. They even get a tour from a former political prisoner who did time with Mandela. Hearing those firsthand accounts of resilience and hope, it must have been incredible.
It's one thing to read about history, but to experience it through someone who lived it.
Totally different level. And the guide emphasizes how Mandela never gave up on his vision. Even facing unimaginable hardship, he kept that dream alive.
It's a powerful reminder that we all have the power to choose hope, even in the toughest situations.
And Mr. Riley brings it back to their lives, you know? He's
Oh.
like, we all have our own Robin Islands, those personal challenges that can feel like prisons.
We all have those moments where it feels like things will never get better.
But he's saying, even then, we can choose to find meaning and emerge stronger.
It's a message of empowerment. We're not defined by our circumstances.
And then he shares this incredibly moving story about Mandela's biggest regret.
Oh, what was it?
Not being able to attend his son's funeral. His son was killed in a car accident while Mandela was in prison.
Oh, wow. That's heartbreaking. To endure that kind of loss while being isolated.
It's a reminder for all of us, right? That life is precious. We should cherish our loved ones and make the most of every day.
It's a call to be present, grateful, to really live each day to the fullest.
And after that emotional experience on Robin Island, Mr. Riley finally unveils the last piece, the heroic human circle.
Ah, I've been waiting for this one. What's it all about?
It's like a framework for becoming a world changer. It outlines the virtues you need: courage, authenticity, integrity, service, love, all those big ones.
So it's about more than just personal success. It's about making a real impact on the world.
Exactly. And as their journey nears its end, Mr. Riley has this special request. He asks them to carry on his legacy.
To share what they've learned with others.
Yeah, to spread the message of the 5 a.m. Club, to empower others to unlock their potential.
It's beautiful, that idea of paying it forward. And I bet the entrepreneur, after everything she's been through,
She has this realization her pursuit of success had come at a cost, her well-being, her happiness.
it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters when you're chasing goals.
Yep.
But thanks to Mr. Riley, she discovers that true fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with your values, living with purpose, making a difference.
That's the kind of transformation we all hope for, right? To find that balance between success and happiness.
And as their adventure wraps up, Mr. Riley leaves them with one final message. He says, "Everything we experience is designed to help us discover our true talents, connect with our authentic selves, and awaken the hero within."
Wow, that's powerful. There's always a deeper purpose, even in the challenges.
So as we finish our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club, we leave you with a question. What will you do with the time you have?
How will you cultivate your inner empires, embrace the discomfort of growth, and unlock that magic in your own life?
We encourage you to dive into the book and find your own answers. It's a journey worth taking.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive. Keep seeking, keep growing, and we'll see you next time.